guys, um, my name is Jonathan. I'm the guy who creates Son of Paranormal Ghost Hunters. We are based on Crawley, West Sussex. Uh, so basically this team we was building last year. We made this team last year because since I was a kid I always loved paranormal. I always been on ghost hunter and I have feelings when I was young, spirits from the house that I was living. I'm from Venezuela. My parents are from Portugal, so I moved to England in 2011, and a couple of years ago I started thinking to make a paranormal team, so I didn't have a chance to do it. So these couple of years I have on my free times at work, I just decided to start buying equipment or building equipment to investigate places. As soon as, like, I know some of you guys, they love paranormal thing. So this is the video to present yourself and myself, and I'm on the only one on the team. My wife sometimes he help me out, and in this video I will show you some of the equipment that I have. I don't have that much, but basically I think it's enough for investigations and all the stuff. The first equipment that I'm going to show you is right here. So everyone knows this is the K2 meter. I'll show you here. So this is one of the pieces of equipment that I used a couple of weeks ago on Oxford. Anbingdon is one of the parts, and my brother-in-law he lived close to, so I investigated with him and her wife. So like you see, one of the videos that I have on YouTube, I uploaded it like at the time, so I didn't have time to edit it now. So this is a very good equipment. So can you investigate it? Yeah. So I want to show you how you can use it. So let me see. If you check, it give you measures of if you have any electromagnetic field. So this is a good piece of equipment that I have investigated. So in consideration they have. So this one I spent like around 30 quid, something like that, and you can find different ones. I can show you one cheaper ones like this one. So if it works the same, but it's a little bit cheaper, it's like around 10-15 quid, as you can see. So he can measure. So it's quite good. I believe this is too sensitive because I have, of course, equipment here, computers and everything, so it's too sensitive. So if I pull on this side, it's not showing here. So I have this one and plus I have another one somewhere. I want to show you guys. I don't know what it is. So there you go. There it is. So this is another one that I bought on eBay. Like around 20 quid, 25 quid. This one is alright. So played it. Yeah, this one they have the light mode you can turn on. Yeah, and pop up. Make sure this is all like you see. So this one is a rough investigation as well. Depending on which equipment do you want or you're going to investigate it. Like I say, I'm new on this. I don't have too much experience on this, but reading, watching videos, or doing that kind of stuff, it made me like build myself up mentally to go and investigate it outside. So another piece of equipment that we use as well, of course you need to have it all the time, it's a flashlight. I have this one that I used to use in my car. Sometimes, like, you have problem broke down and all the stuff, but this one is quite good because I can charge it USB portal. So you can see here, I charge it, so it's quite good because I have this one as well. So it's quite good for investigation. I really like it. It really gives a really good quality light. So this is another thing that we're using as well. Cameras. I use 2 cameras only, 3 with my phone. I use my phone for newbies, like people that don't want to spend money or something like that. They can use their phone. It's quite good. I have this one as well. So action camera. Everyone who can borrow it or need like 20, 30 quid. But to be honest with you, this one I spent 25 quid or 20 quid, and it's not quite good that I want it. So I keep searching on eBay, and I found one that is this one that I'm filming right now. It's $9.99. It's 4K, and to be honest with you, it's quite good. It's quite good. The video, the audio is quite good. 9 quid. So I recommend it to check, and it arrived in 3 days. 3 days I get it home. So I use this one with infrared lights. So basically I build the infrared on this one. Is quite easy. I will make a video soon to show you how to do it, and we have plenty of videos in YouTube you can check. And it's easy. It's so simple. People are spending 50, 60, 70 quid on infrared cameras. I bought these action cameras for like 10 quid, and I did it myself. So if you want to know how to do infrareds on the cameras, just go to YouTube and say how to make an infrared camera, and it will show you. It's so easy. So yeah, I have this one as well. It's a camcorder. This one I built myself. I bought the camcorder. I count the infrared lights like you see here, but the rest I built myself. They have backup batteries, charge batteries. Yeah, 8 batteries. Yeah, so I bought the charger ones, so you can charge every time you need it, instead of spending batteries or buying this kind of charging batteries that you connect to, you plug it in and you can charge it. But they're quite expensive. It's 20 something or 30 quid. So you buy batteries, charging, but even the pound shop, you can buy a pack for £1 too. So you need 8. So make calculation so you see how much you want to save. So I built this myself, like you see. So simple. It's a night vision camera. So and the camera cost me like around 30 quid. And so there you go. I can show you. It's on night. I think it's on night vision. I take it off the night vision. So it's quite good. I use it, I'm gonna start using an investigation. This one I built a couple of days ago. So can you see it's quite good. Let me turn it on. So look, so simple, so practical. So just put it in. Turning on the batteries for your night vision. lights, and you can start recording. You can do your videos, investigations, whatever. Some of the websites and some of the paranormal builders, to be honest with you, some of the guys of the overcharge on prices. It's unbelievable the amount of money they're asking for this kind of thing. And these things you can do them at home easy. We spend like around 50 quid to do it. And I see them on websites, I'm not gonna mention names. I'm seeing on websites they charge you like over £100 for this kind of equipment. So sometimes I'm thinking myself, so what's the point? I can start doing it as well. I can start doing this and charging for more, a lot of money. But there you go. That's the thing. Another thing that I want to show you guys, another thing that piece of equipment that I'm using. I will show you this one first. These sensor lights. I have these ones. It cost me around 5 to 7 quid. They're quite good. So the sensor lights, so you can put it any place you want on the investigation. And the only good thing is like you can move the lights. Yeah. Just turning on automatic, and every time someone is, if they have the sense of someone is around, it will turn around. This is a good piece of equipment I have as well. It's good in houses or some places that you want to investigate or something like that. Another piece of equipment that I want to show you is a REM pod. You see these REM pods, people they've been crazy about since Ghost Adventure come out. They use it quite a lot. But when you're going to buy it online on the website, it costs you like $200, $300 or something like that. And to be honest with you, I found this guy on Facebook, on these pages like you find paranormal things, people who love paranormal, and I find this guy Simon Cox. Yeah, I buy 2 pieces of equipment from him, and quite good. It's not expensive. He made very good frame pods. This is all one I bought like a year ago. So like if you see here, I'll show you here guys. It's quite good. They have the antenna. You can put it in. So show you. Yeah, and when you turn it on, they have the switch. So you see, it's very good equipment. It cost me around 30 quid, 35 pounds. It comes with a 9-volt battery is inside. So it's a very good equipment, and I was curious about how they doing it. So I did a little bit of research, and I found a website. He sell like Kids Lab, something like that. I don't remember the name now. I stopped buying it. I did one. It's the only one who come through. There was no perfect conditions, but he comes like this one. It's like a building thing. I don't remember the name now. I just put it on this box. The thing is inside. The building thing is inside. So I did it myself. It's the only one thing that I did myself from Remco. And so simple. This one have the switch, this one it doesn't. So basically just plug the battery. Yeah. And there you go. So you see, I tried to build this one. I tried 3 times to build this one, but this is the only one who comes like proper right. So it was alright. But if I want to buy another ramp or something like that, I will ask Simon Cox to send me another one, because to be honest, it's not expensive, and he give you a hard job this to build it. So I will order from him. Another thing that I bought from him, the paranormal thing I use a lot, is the SB7 Spirit Box. this one I got this one. You guys wanna see? Well, another thing, like I was saying, people that spend a lot of money on the SB sales box. This guy, he built radios, yeah, for investigation, so it's quite good. I bought this one, this one here. He sounds like it's a 7 spirit box. It's quite good. So this here, you can manage the frequency, the speed of the frequency, the volume, turn it on, turn it off. The only thing that this one, you don't have a built-in speaker, so you need to plug it into a speaker. But these speakers you can buy in eBay cheaper for £5-7. I have a speaker with me here now, so I can show you how it works. So plug it in now, turn it on. So you see, okay, basically the volume, you can put it louder. Okay. And this is the speed. When he sell it to you, he will send you this mark here. So this is the right speed, so you can do the investigation. So the sweeper is going to count clearly, like you can hear, like if you hear it right now. So simple. I tried it in home. My house isn't haunted, so thanks God. But I tried on the park. Unfortunately, I have the video. I captured some voices of a lady in the park saying hello to me. My brother did hear it as well. So you see, plug it off. That's it. It's quite good, quite simple. It cost me roughly 70 quid, but it's quite good. It's built with 9 volts battery. So I really recommend this guy. He have different prices. He have a different radius. It's quite good. Simon Cobb is the guy who made this and the rental. So I quite highly recommend it. Another thing that people see online as well, and see on videos, on channels or whatever, is a spirit portal box. People spend a lot of craziness for that, a lot of money. To be honest with you, I don't know why. You can build it in home as well. So there you go. I built it myself. So if you guys see, you have the amplifier, the noise reduction pedal, the reverb pedal, and this good amplifier. It comes with batteries, and you can plug batteries in. You can put in the plug power as well. The power for the pedals I built it myself. So it's a 9 volts battery power supply. So like if you see, I did all this by myself. Just buy the male jack, sorry, to connect it, and he worked perfectly. So to be honest with you, you can buy amplifier for 20-30 quid. The pedals are quite like a little expensive. It's 20-25 quid as well. So you spend like around, and all these with the cables as well and everything else, like 70 I would say 70, 80 quid. But I see these just because they're building in boxes and they put it like plasma light, LED lights and everything for price like 300, and it's not worth it. He worked perfect as well with me. I did a couple of sessions weeks ago and he worked. So yeah, to be honest with you, I think some of the equipment you can build it at home, to be honest, and some of them, I don't know, I should say you can buy it, because some people think different. Some people they're scared to search or investigate it, or say, let me find out how you build this, how you feel like I did it. Some of the equipment that I have, I just go to YouTube, find how to build a spirit box portal, how to build a night vision camera, how to build an infrared camera, and all that. So another thing that I will show you is temperature. Some of the paranormal investigators they use this is to check the temperature of the place, like if it's in the house, and if they how can I say, if they feel they have something on that room, specific room or something like that, in the beginning of the investigation, that's what you do. If you go into a place or in a house and you find like you don't go straight to investigate, you just look on the house, or you check every single room, check temperatures and everything else. This one you have like a laser temperature, so I don't know if I should say, here you go, and after he show you the temperature, how's the temperature of this place. So if you feel someone in the corner now, someone in the roof, someone here on the floor, something, and it's really cold, you want to find out and check. So this is that thing. I don't really use it because most of the investigation that I'm doing is outside, like parks, woods, cemeteries, something like that. So this one is not worth it on that places, because you're not gonna find in the cemetery. You're gonna find out it's the same temperature when if it's cold and if it's hot or whatever. So this is more basically for indoors, like houses, places like restaurants or whatever. So this is a good equipment, but indoors only. So another thing that I'm using is when I'm with my wife, because now my wife is helping me out with investigations, is this walkie-talkies. Some people they saying why you need walkie-talkies for or whatever. But sometimes when we investigate, we lose the time or we lose the place where we were going. So basically it's like what happened with me last couple of weeks when I was investigating on that park. It was like I was so concentrated looking and checking my camera or something like that, that I get far away from my brother-in-law and my wife, and my sister-in-law. She goes as well to the meal. And after a couple of minutes I just started looking for them, where they are, and they didn't find out. They was like way back in another place. So that's where I'm really, like, if you're doing investigations outdoors, parks, cemeteries, something like that, they're quite big, you just use this, because when you investigate, you completely just so focus and concentrate on doing the investigation that you don't realize what's around you, and you lose the time. Basically, you lose the time. So the advice that I'm doing with you guys is, like, when you investigate, doing an investigation outside, do your investigation normally, check with check the equipment, try to investigate the place, something like that, but you need to focus on your own. So don't lose your mind on investigation and all the stuff, because when you're doing other, you don't know what's happening outside. If it's people around, and some of the areas they're not quite good, or, just for precaution and the safe for you guys. Be careful when you do investigation. The last thing I want to show you, the equipment that I have, and everyone is getting crazy about it, is this. the SLS camera. So this one is another thing that I found really bad with people. Yeah, there's all SLS camera. So basically I see these ones on paranormal equipment websites and eBay or something like that. People who build it for, let's say, 100 something, almost 200 pounds, depending on the tablet they use. So basically I built this one myself. So like I say, I searched online, I saw tons and tons of videos to see which one was the perfect for me. I found one. The guy, he was like quite easily to explain it, so I will show you. The 360 kit camera, yeah, I bought it for £5 on Facebook. A lady, she was selling stuff on Facebook, and she was selling this for 5 quid. You can find it on 10, 20 quid on eBay, depend. But this one I bought for 5 quid. So I have a charging battery, yeah, I bought a couple of months ago on eBay for 20 something quid. Yeah, I don't find it anymore. It's quite good. The charging come from China. It's quite good. I just plug it in and you can see the connection here. I bought these for £10 or something like that on Amazon, and a phone holder from the also camera. I spent 7 quid on it. So you see, connected it here to the brace, yeah, and this is the connection for the SLS for the camera, and this is the plug-in for the charge, for the power, main power. So what I did was I just cut it out, yeah, and put a nail jag on it, like if you see for CCTV cameras, yeah, cut it out. I just connected over here on this power unit, and it worked perfect. So this is connection. This one is for your tablet or laptop or whatever you want to use. So you plug it in and you can see, well, it's not showing now because it's not connected to the tablet, but you can see here it's passing the power on. So I believe, so the tablet is a different story. So I bought the tablet holder. You can find it on Amazon, on eBay, 7-10 quid, depending on the person who's selling it. And I bought this tablet. Is Intel inside. It's 8 inches. This one was the most expensive thing that I have for the SLS camera, because tablets are quite expensive. The Microsoft the tablets with Windows system is quite they're quite expensive. So this one I bought it in an auction. I spent 50 quid. So you can find it for 30 quid, you can find it for 40 quid, depending on the condition of tablet. Some of them they have problems with the charging, or this one it was like almost new. So I have lucky that I found this one, because if you want to buy tablets of like brand new tablet, something like that, it's gonna be over £100 of course. So basically, yeah, I built it myself. It worked perfectly, and like I say, this is my equipment, my whole equipment that I have for investigations. And like I say, it's difficult because you find on websites and videos some of these paranormal investigators, they're spending craziness of money to investigate places, and you feel like, well, should I do the same? Should I don't? The main things, if you are a beginner on the paranormal investigation, you need to have flashlight. Yeah, you can use your phone. So easy. You can do videos with your phone if you like to do lives on Facebook, or you want to do a video, and after you get home, you want to edit video and post it on YouTube, so that you can do as well. Voice recorder, they have it as well on the phone, so you can use it as well. That's another thing that I would like to show you. You can use the voice recorders. Yeah, you can use it on your phone, or you can buy this one simple, 10, 15 quid. Some people they buy Sony one, some people they go Olympia ones, quite expensive ones. This one I spent 50 quid and it worked perfectly. I did a couple of trials with them, and it's simple. So this one you can use it. They have the memory inside, so I think it's 8 gigs or 10 gigs, something like that. So you do the investigation. You can hear it because I have the speaker on it. Or if you want, after, if you don't hear anything or something like that, you can go home, plug it into your computer, and check if you have something on it. But like I say, some of the teams they spend a lot of money. So for the beginning of the investigation is easy. Your phone will work perfectly. Flashlight you have in your phone, your voice recorder you have in your phone, and another thing that I don't have here, and it's quite essential, and I learned this for a few investigators, is like paper and a pen. Some people they're gonna start laughing, but they're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, why you need paper and pen for?" And I say it's quite good when you're investigating a place, in a house or something like that. When you walk around on the place, you should feel thing or hear things. You should write down. This time, let's put it this way, 12:55. I was walking in this bedroom. I hear a noise, or I hear a moan, or I hear a crying, or I hear a bang, something like that. And you can investigate when you do the investigation at night. You check all that, and you realize like which is the spike places that you can go and check if it's really something there, or if it's not. So that's what I'm doing as well. I'm just like every investigation that I'm doing right now, whether I hear, whether I saw, which place, this and that. So it's more easy for me for investigation, and the next time if we go investigate again, I know I can have the record that I've been in that place, on that day happened this, on the new place is going to happen maybe something different, you never know. So that's easy. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. I will post more videos sooner. This is my first video. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. So but it's because I don't like to do this kind of videos talking about things or something like that. I'm quite like shy, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We have a page on Facebook, Son of Paranormal. We have on Instagram as well, and Twitter, and then my channel on YouTube, Son of Paranormal. I will be posting videos there on the investigation that I'm going to be doing. Some of them, because I'm starting with the building the equipment, and I just have this recently. I will start doing more investigation. I'll try to find out places or houses, or if you hear, you know, some place that is haunted, or if you're living in a place that is haunted or something like that, just pop up a message on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Instagram, and I'm more than happy to go there and investigate it for you guys and find out what's going on. So thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.